Hey guys, hopefully it's working and you can hear me. Need to look at the comments. Okay. Sorry, it took us a minute to get it set up. I'm just going to make sure I can see the comments if they come through. And Chris is going to be in the comment section as well if you guys have any questions. But I'm here at my, let's see if you can see this. My potting bench. And I'm going to be starting some seeds. Okay. I need to pull up this on my... This computer is very foreign to me, friends, so I apologize for my confusion. I would have used my own, but I do not have a laptop. So, and I couldn't bring my computer over to this room. Okay. I'm just going to pull this up really quick. Okay, I can see the chat. So that is good. Hey guys. So I have a few moderators on tonight. My friend Hannah over at the Whitney Homestead. They're starting a YouTube channel soon, but they're a little busy with a baby on the way. And then I have Abby over at Forgotten Way Farms. She is helping me as well. Awesome, awesome woman and family. And then, hey everybody. Hey Rose. Rose put out a really amazing video today. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. And yes, the bench. Okay, so the bench, the story of the bench. I got this for $50 off of Facebook Marketplace, and I want to show you guys. Let me see. Hey, babe. Yeah. If I unplug it, will it like die on me? The laptop? Yeah. No, just only that plug it on. Okay, so I'm gonna unplug this laptop and show you guys this bench because it is so cool. Okay, so. It's like the lighting's kind of bad right now, but you can see it has this cool like aluminum top to it. There's my dog over sleeping. And then it pulls out on the sides, which I will pull out right now. Super bright. Okay. I have this like light right there, which is why it's so bright. And so the sides pull up, which gives you even more space, which is awesome. So yeah, that's the bench. Yeah, we don't know how old it was. It's pretty old. So I'm going to be starting some brassicas. I'll show you guys which ones. I'm going to be starting this cabbage from Fruition Seeds, which is a heirloom organic seed company located in upstate New York. And so they have adapted seeds for our region. And then these Brussels sprouts from Baker Creek Seeds, they're called Long Island Approved. And then I'm going to be starting this cabbage, which is Early Jersey Wakefield from Baker Creek. Some broccoli from Fruition Seeds. And this cauliflower that I got from a seed swap. Look how tiny it is. It's so cute. So those are 4. And then I'm also starting some kale. So my plan for the seeds. I know I love Petra too. Isn't she great? I love her. She's so passionate, guys. If you head over to her channel and give her some love and watch some of her videos, she's the owner of Fruition Seeds. And you can just see her passion like in every video. She's so excited about seeds. I love it. But they're awesome. Yeah, it is nice to see some other seed suppliers. I agree because, okay, the thing about seeds is you want it to work for your region. And I did get Baker Creek seeds this year because I was really excited about them. And of course, I love Jess over at Roots and Refuge and all the other people that use Baker Creek. But you also want to make sure the seeds work for your region. And we live here in upstate New York, so we can't grow the same things as you can grow in Missouri or California. So we need to have some seeds that are adapted for our region. And the nice thing about Fruition Seeds is she has like watermelon seeds that direct sow, and you can get watermelon in August. And it's really hard to grow watermelon in short growing season. She also does things like quinoa and northern northern peanuts. She does like all this really cool stuff. She's even doing rice now, which I want to buy rice seeds at some point just because they sound cool. Yeah, my friend Hannah is trying Fruition Seeds too. So yeah, peanuts. I'm doing the peanuts this year. I'm really excited about it. I think I have them. Let me see if I can show you guys. So what are you guys most excited to grow this year? Because I think I'm most excited to grow, what are they called? I keep forgetting the name of them, even though like I'm really excited about them. The cherries, the ground cherries. Super excited to grow ground cherries. This is my like organizing seed thing right now. I just want to show you the peanuts because I was super excited about those. Let's see. It's flowers. So many things. So many seeds, guys. I'm not going to be able to grow it all. No way, Jose. Also, this corn. Oh my gosh, this corn is just gorgeous. Okay, you're excited to grow peanuts in an old fish aquarium. That's so awesome. Trying ground cherries this year. Yeah, I'm trying ground cherries for the first time. Okay, so this is the thing. I heard everyone talking about ground cherries, and it was too late for me to start them, but I really wanted to know if I liked them because I'm not a huge fan of sweet tomatoes, and so I thought maybe that I wouldn't like ground cherries, but then I was working at this farm, and they were growing ground cherries, so as soon as they had one ready, I like went over and snuck over and tried one, and I was obsessed with them, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, I'm going to find, I know where my peanuts are. They're with my beans. Peanuts. I'm going peanuts. Okay. So, guys, let's start some seeds. So, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything on here. Okay, let's see. I need to set it up so it's live chat and not top chat. Hey. Am I missing anything? Hey, Josh at the city said, you have the same exact seeds. Like what? Like the ones I was showing? And asparagus. Okay, I'm going to have to look at your videos to hear about asparagus because I have never grown it and I have no concept of asparagus. And Hannah, I am really excited for our garlic to come up because I had like a little panic attack that none of the garlic's going to come up and it's going to be really sad. And then I realized that it doesn't come up until spring. Oh, you have the peanuts from Fruition Seeds? I didn't realize you knew them, Josh. That's awesome. And I'm still going to send you some, what did I say? Ground cherries, pineapple ground cherries. I just need to message you. You should try some peanuts in it. Okay, yeah. And you know what? I should do asparagus now because doesn't it take a couple of years for you to get some? You're very welcome. I'm happy to do this. 3 years this summer. Wow, Beth, that's awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Okay. So what am I doing to start seeds? Well, so I'm at my little seed starting station, which is this potting bench, as I was showing you guys. It's so hard to manage this while you're making a video, guys. I'm just going to be honest. Okay, so you see that's kind of a cool view. So my potting bench. So under this little thing right here, I have a tub, and it already has water in it. I already added the water. Okay, so, hey, Morgan. Abby, peanuts. Yes, they can grow in the north. Hey, Chris, can you move that? Thanks. I'm just going to turn it off. Okay. Oh, wow. It's really moody lighting now, guys. Okay, so they can grow in the north. You know what, Abby? I'm going to send you some seeds from Fruition Seeds. I'll send you some because they are specifically adapted for northern region. So you could definitely grow them. I don't think the harvest is as impressive as like in the south, but it's a fun project. And Petra at Fruition Seeds like has a really good outcome. Smith Family Ranch. Ooh, garlic, shallots, and potatoes in Western New York. Where are they in Western New York? I think you told me, but I forgot. That's really cool. I'm really excited about potatoes. I just ordered all my potatoes, sweet potatoes, all the potatoes from the Maine potato lady. I can't say that you should order them from her because I've never done it before, so I don't know what the outcome's going to be. Oh, interesting, Josh. Did you make a video about that? Or can you make a video about that? I know I would be at least one of your viewers. So I have this little tray right here that I'm going to use today. And this won't last for a super long time. I'll have to transplant them, but I like starting in the little squares, especially for things like cabbage and broccoli and stuff like that. Okay. You have a seed saving one. Okay, well, send me your resources on growing asparagus because I feel like it's one of those things that's just unique in and of itself. It's like kind of like garlic or, yeah, I got sweet potatoes. I got slips. I got slips from the Maine potato lady. Okay, so I have my tub. I filled it with about 4 cups of water, which might be a little too much. No, I don't think it's too much. That's how much I used for my microgreens. You need a lot more water than you think. And then I have my seed starting mix, which I actually didn't get seed starting. I got potting soil. It's this company from Maine. Taters. Yeah, potatoes are so good. Oh, I love potatoes. Seriously, especially when you grow them like at home by yourself. Not by yourself. When you don't buy them from the store. They're so stinking good, guys. Premium potting soil. So it has peat. It says very old dark bark, you know, because it has to be really old apparently. Perlite enriched with compost and seaweed. So it's a potting soil, but it's really fine. And so it will work great for seed starting mix. Okay. I know, I really hope I get some pretty plants and delicious food. I like the combination of looks good and tastes good. Okay, so I'm just going to add soil to this little bin right here. Let me turn it down so you guys can see. Ugh. I love that this has like a little area for this tub. It's so fun. You could do it all in one spot. And I made the mistake and forgot to take off my wedding rings, so they're going to be all gross. Sure. Chris is going to come take my wedding rings from me, so I don't have to have gross, muddy rings. I hate the feeling of, like, rings on when you get.
Hi, guys. I'm hiding out in the other room, by the way.
Yeah, anybody want to say hi to Chris?
I will see you down here.
Oh, he's watching. Okay, so somebody else said they're excited to grow peppers. I bought so many peppers this year. I bought more peppers than anything else because we love sauteed peppers. We love hot sauce. Yeah, everyone's saying hi. We love all the peppers. I got paprika peppers, kind of just want to show you later. Lots of peppers, all the peppers. I got this one that I'm really excited to grow called the Chinese 5-color pepper. Have you guys heard of that one? It literally it's like 5 different colors. Peppers. Yeah, I know. Totally agree. Okay, so I have some soil in there. Might not be enough. We'll see. I'm going to mix it around, and my hands are going to get all soily. Ooh. But, yeah, this isn't enough soil. I'm going to have to add more. I'm wearing my alpaca sweater, guys. The story of the sweater is I really wanted to go to Goodwill because I love going to Goodwill and finding cool things. And I found this sweater it was like on the nicer, you know how they always have the racks where they upcharge you? Oh, I'm glad that you found us. How'd you find us? And how do you pronounce your name? Is it Jonah? I'm really bad with pronunciation of everything, so I'm really sorry if I mess up names. But I'm glad you found us. I know Rose made her video today, so we had some new subscribers from the video that she posted that was a response to a collaboration. Everyone's talking about peppers. Yeah, seriously, guys. Peppers don't do super well here either all the time. It depends on Depends on how hot our summers are, because we don't get the hottest summers. Now I want to like interrupt this to show you my peppers, because I'm really excited about them. I arranged this, and then I'm realizing quickly that it's going to get misarranged very easily. Okay. So, I just want to show you, because everyone's talking about peppers. So what are you guys most excited to grow in terms of peppers? Jonna, yeah. Yeah, Hannah, I know, peppers really need lots of sun and heat. Okay, so I have cayenne, serrano. This one, anybody know the pronunciation? It says ahi cherapita. Don't know what that means. These are from seed swaps, so I don't know. Golden cayenne. These ones are really cool looking. I'm really excited. That was from a seed swap. Jalapeno's perfect pepper. Tabasco. Yeah, I just ordered Tabasco too. Corbachi, California Wonder, which I've heard great things about. Okay, this is the Chinese 5-color. How cool is that? So cool. I'm just really excited. Paprika. Arroz con pollo, because it looked super productive for Jess over at Roots and Refuge. Pepper poblano, because I love poblano peppers. Banana peppers. Doop-a-doop. Who's growing ghost peppers? Is that Ed that's growing ghost peppers? Michigan. That's interesting to know. Makes me feel more confident about them growing well. This one is so cool, guys. Okay, so I really like habanero peppers, and they're really, really hot. But there is a kind of habanero pepper that has no spice to it, but the flavor, which is really cool. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to try for, you know, friends and family who don't like the spice. And then, of course, I got the regular habanero for the people who like the spice. I don't even know why I got this one, to be honest. Maybe it's a free seed. That's why I got it. I was like, I don't recognize that one. And then I got corbachi peppers. These ones are cool. That's cool. That's really cool. Everybody's growing peppers. Oh, bell peppers from M.I. Gardner. Actually, that's ironic that you said that. Bell peppers from M.I. Gardner. And Tabasco peppers from M.I. Gardner. Some more. You guys, I got all the peppers, okay? That's a lot of peppers. I only bought one variety of peppers last year, and I had 12 plants of serrano peppers. I did not know what I was doing. But I made all of our hot sauce for the year, and we still have some going. Which one did you want to try from Roots and Refuge? Jalapeno. What's jalapeno? That's interesting. Okay, guys, back to the soil. Time to get my hands gross. I'm going to use this thing, too. Is anybody starting seeds right now, like this week or next week? Or I actually have onions going, and they're all starting to germinate, so that's pretty cool. Okay. I think I need more soil still, because it's like kind of wet. A jalapeno without the heat. That's really interesting. Waiting until March. Yeah, that makes sense. I think you have like a couple weeks. I think you're a couple weeks later than us for your final or your first frost. Ours is May 15th-ish. But for things like cabbage and for brassicas, you can put them in probably in mid-April, maybe even early April. I'm kind of taking a gamble on these, but I'm hoping we can get a little hoop over one of the beds so that we can extend the season a little bit longer. Multitasking, guys, because my hand looks like this. It's kind of hard to use a laptop and start seeds at the same time. I didn't think about that. Okay. Onions, artichokes. I started artichokes too. May 15th. Is that late? Or yeah, it's probably late. I mean, we're up north. So I'm from Southern California. I don't even know what the dates are there, but I don't think they ever get frost. So probably there is no, I mean, their risk of frost probably exists until technically like maybe like February. I don't think they really get a frost though. That's why they can grow all the cool stuff there. You just got row cover. Okay, so that's what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to get the, what is it? I'm wanting to get, hoop, like put some rods up and get, put some row cover over the rods. So Josh, what are you putting the row cover on? Are you like using something to hold it up? I was watching, who was it? Everyday Kyra, her videos. She's trying to do radish right now. And I was so sad watching, she had the row cover just like on top of the bed and it was not being held up by anything. And it was so sad because it like, they got like freezing rain and it was like being crushed by the freezing rain. So it wasn't actually like holding over the plants at all. So Hannah, are you talking about what really helps? The hoop, setting up like a hoop? Because it's really just the snow. Like it's not going to be that cold. It's just like the risk of snow. Oh, March 1st. Yeah, I'm jealous. Where are you, Jonna? PVC pipe. It's like a fourth hoop over a bed. Okay, cool. I'll have to look at that. I haven't been like I've been super busy this week. I haven't really been able to watch a lot of videos, so I apologize if you posted something about that and I didn't see it. But I'll have to check it out. Peppers and a few flowers. Flowers. What flowers are you growing? Whitney? Yeah, it's funny. It's a Whitney homestead and then it's Whitney. Okay. My sleeves. What do I do? Guess the alpaca sweater. Oh, wait. That's what forearms are for. Ugh. Okay, guys. So soil is nice and moist. Okay. So the first time I planted seeds, I did not moisten the soil first. Guys, I was a real true beginner. Definitely moisten the soil first or else you're going to run into a major headache. So I'm just going to put this into the tray. The flat, I don't even know what you call it. The flat? The cubes. I'm going to put this into the cubes. South Texas. Okay, so I really want to visit Texas, Jonna, sorry. Keep messing it up. Jonna, I really want to visit Texas because it seems like all the cool people are in Texas. And I just love the idea of that state. 88 seed types without starting flowers. Wow. Honestly, I have no idea how many I have. I probably am pretty close to that. I spent like probably $200 on seeds this year, which was a lot, but I didn't really have anything and I wanted a lot of variety in the garden. So it was kind of a necessity. Calendula. Oh, I'm trying calendula this year too. So did you start calendula or do you direct sow it? Because I'm kind of not sure what I should do about flowers if I'm just going to direct sow them. I got this really gorgeous poppy though. Yeah, Excel sheets. Excel sheets for the win. So this potting bench, guys, is awesome so far. I'm loving it. It's really pretty, but it's also super functional because I'm always running out of space to do things in this room. There was no like table or anything. So I would use these two tiny little TV tables to start seeds. And it was just like really difficult every time. I'm going to turn this down so you can see. Okay, so this is my tray. I'm just filling it with soil. Start calendula, Hannah says. But I've read people say direct sow it too, but you don't think it will have enough time up here in the north? still buying. I stopped buying seeds because right now I'm at the point where I don't actually know where I'm going to plant everything. So I want to kind of make sure that I actually, what happens though is when I go through my seed collection and make sure I sort everything, then I realize that there's some things that I still need. Black hollyhock seeds. What is that, Abby? Black hollyhock. I haven't heard of that before. Is it a flower? Is it a vegetable? Is it an herb? See, I am a newbie, so I'm still learning all the things. Okay. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Do you mind coming over here for a second? Ugh, I can't move this. I'm gonna have Chris entertain you guys for a second while I go wash my hands so I can plant.
Hey guys, where are we at here? So how are you guys enjoying this seed starting experience so far? Who do you call Chris? I get confused. Do you have a Chris that you are confusing me with, Boldly Grow Homestead?
Huh? What are people saying?
Nothing crazy yet.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing
you guys
too
aren't getting
crazy.
crazy.
No one's
I
booting me
thought
off
that I
the
would
stage.
leave and everyone would get crazy and troll and I don't know. Okay, so do you have a seed problem? Okay. Oh, it's a flower. Oh, sorry. Are you Chris too? That's funny. Never been to, I haven't been to a seed swap. I did one online. Hey there, 2 wild onions. Okay, so I have this bin, right, that has my seeds in it. So I'm just gonna put it over here. Thank goodness for this little extra lever. So I'm just planting some seeds right now. So I just put soil down, and this is a really important step, guys, right here. I'm gonna show you this really important step. Which I didn't do last year, and then I really regretted it. You probably all know what it is, because you guys are probably way more experienced than I was last year. But why is this sitting so weird? This is sitting really weird, and I can't figure out why. I'm gonna give up in just a second. Okay, whatever. So the important step is to, what do they call it? Tamper it down, I think it's called. So you just go like, and it gets soil everywhere. But what it does is it gets rid of the air pockets in the soil, and those air pockets are going to prevent your little seedlings from getting all the nutrients that they can from the soil. So I really, really recommend doing that. It's basically just like dropping it or like kind of like almost like banging it on the surface. I think it's called tamper. Is that what it's called, Chris? Tamping. He's an engineer. He knows all the terms. I don't know any of the terms. I'm just kind of picking out some of the larger like little sticks and pieces of bark. I'm just making sure everything looks good. But you'll be amazed. When you tamp, you'll see like everything go down, and that's what you want to see, because you want to see the air pockets go down. Yeah, pack. Yeah, I mean, you do whatever you can like to make sure that the air pockets are not in the soil. Bye. Enjoy feeding your animals. I hope that they enjoy their dinner. Okay, so what should I start with? Should I start cabbage, broccoli, or Brussels sprouts? What do you think? Let's see what the vote is on that one. I have not done that. You press them down. So that's the same idea. I think the only thing about tamping that's different, when you press them down, then you're like making them a little bit more, I don't know the right term for this, but when you tamp them, it naturally gets rid of the air pockets and kind of like settles everything as it would be naturally. And I think if you press it, it can kind of interfere a little bit, but I'm not sure. Sprouts. I don't have sprouts, but I do have broccoli. So I'll do the broccoli. Hey, Mountain View. It's Ashley, and Ashley, what's your fiance's name? It's your fiance, right? You guys are getting married soon? Okay, so I'm really bad with names. Oh, broccoli, and then someone voted cabbage. So I'm going to start with broccoli, and then I'm going to do cabbage next. But the trick is, what kind of cabbage? Should I do the red cabbage or the green cabbage? So can you guys, let's see. So I'm going to show you guys the tray. So basically, I'm just going to do 2 seeds per cell. Alex. Okay, so Ashley and Alex. Cool. Well, congrats on being engaged. That's exciting. Yeah, I loved your seed starting setup, Abby. I love that picture on Instagram. Okay, so I'm going to do broccoli, red cabbage, and then Brussels sprouts. Cool. Wow, that's pretty much all the broccoli. I don't want to do that. Do you guys ever just pour it into your hand and like, whoops? I need one of those like tiny little things that. Kale and onions now. Okay, cool. Yeah, you are, Brenda. So Maine, I think my friend Hannah is in Maine. She's in, what's the town you're in, Hannah? She's on here. So I'm just gonna do 2 seeds per cell. So Hannah's in Maine, and she is like 2 weeks behind us, I believe. Brussels sprouts. Wow. Why didn't I think of that? That makes so much sense, Chris. Do you go by Chris or do you go by Christopher? Sorry, I'm talking to the other Chris. Okay, so I just did 3. I just do 2. And then I actually I don't thin them out and get rid of them. I keep all the York County. I keep all of the starts. What I do is I'll thin them out and separate them out, but I'll just put them in their own little pots. And I actually always use the back of my Sharpie to kind of just make sure that seeds have just like a little contact with the soil. But with something as small as like a broccoli seed, you do not want to put them that far under the surface. So the rule I've heard is 2 times the depth of the seed, or like 4 times. I can't remember if it's 2 or 4. That's obviously considerably different. But when they're tiny, tiny, the idea is if it's a tiny seed, you barely want it covered. Barely, barely. You really just want it to have good contact with the soil. So I'm just like using the end of my Sharpie just to make sure that the seeds that I planted have good contact. Also, I'm a newbie, so if anything I'm saying sounds wrong, please correct me. But I will say I did learn a lot from some organic gardeners through this program that I helped work with. That was a veteran horticulture program. Yes, we are in upstate New York. So 2 wild onions. We're in the western part of New York. We're like close to Canada. We're upstate west and up. We're pretty close to Toronto, and we're close to Buffalo. Yeah, so those are done. So I have already labeled my seeds because that is something I always forget, and I wanted to be ready and prepared for you guys. So I have my little broccoli label, and I'm just going to put it in. Okay, next up was red cabbage. That. So I will say I've never successfully grown cabbage before. I started some last year, and it did not do well. I started it, and what happened was I put it in raised beds, and the raised beds they were nutrient poor. They were completely nutrient deficient because I used horse manure that wasn't broken down quite enough. And horse manure isn't that high in nutrients compared to like other manure. So it really has to be like really broken down to be successful. Oh, Binghamton. That's interesting. I'm actually going to a conference for work in Binghamton in just a couple weeks. So I'll be able to learn all about that place. They all die off for me. So you're talking about cabbage? Does that all die off? That's awesome. Bar Harbor's gorgeous. Oh, cool. So you graduated high school in upstate New York. So that must have been in Binghamton area. Yeah, upstate New York's an interesting place. So I'm a transplant from California, so I've only been here for let's see, I moved here in December 2014. So just over 4 years. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing with cabbage. It's so funny because seeds tell you so much about the plant. Like if you didn't know that cabbage and broccoli were in the same family, you would know when you look at the seeds. I find that really cool. Like I didn't know there were seed families when I first started gardening last year. Actually, my friend Hannah, who's on here, she's the one who was like, got me excited about gardening. They're asking for food. What time is it? It's 8:12. Okay, so I'm gonna hop off here at around 8:30, just so you guys know. So it's just gonna be about an hour. I think does anyone else also forget if they plant things in a certain cell? That is the dilemma with doing this while you're live. Oh, I see seeds. We're good. Watertown. Yeah, so the thing about upstate New York that's really nice, I didn't know that, Josh, or maybe I did. Maybe I did know that. I don't even remember. Did you tell me that before? So yeah, we're not that far from Buffalo at all. We go there fairly. I like to say fairly infrequently. It's not frequently, but it's not infrequently. Fairly infrequently. Okay, broccoli is awesome. And so for broccoli, actually, it's funny that you said that because I just use broccoli to make sprouts. So yeah, definitely a great thing to use. And if you want to do microgreens or sprouts, broccoli is a great seed for that. Okay, so again, I am just kind of covering the seeds a little bit. It's so much slower starting seeds when you have people you're talking to at the same time, but it's way more fun. So thanks guys for making this way more fun. And I feel like you guys can appreciate the coolness of planting things. Whereas when I do this by myself, I'm just like, this is amazing. And I don't think other people can, and I have no one to share that with. Yeah. So, okay. So it's really funny because if you look up what upstate New York is, it's like anything outside of New York City. But then if you tell someone who lives like just like in Albany, which is north of New York City, that you live in upstate New York, they're like, you don't live in upstate New York. You live in Western New York. Well, Jonna, I don't know what, I wouldn't say so. I would say they're about the same. You know, with shipping prices these days and whatnot, pretty much everything you get at the grocery store is shipped from somewhere else. So yeah, I would say there's a lot of land here too. So in the growing season, it's really easy to get inexpensive produce from local farms. Our growing season is so if you're growing brassicas and you're doing onions, you're doing things like that, and you can start things in like mid to late April. But if you're, okay, but if you aren't doing those things, people really will plant, like a lot of people won't take advantage of the full growing season, and they'll start in late May. And then they're like, okay, we're done by August. But you can have a spring and a fall garden, and you can be growing things you could really be growing things from probably like March to December, especially if you have like something to cover the ground, because it doesn't get, you can get like a really, really, really hard -2-degree day and it will kill off everything. But you can grow things like kale and certain winter greens like all year long if you have something to cover them from snow. Like I even have, what is it called? Mesclun mix, and it's still like alive out there when the snow melts. I have some high mowing organic seeds. They're awesome. Yeah, Hannah Whitney over at the Whitney Homestead will tell you she loves them. I just love supporting local seed companies. I did order from Baker Creek, but Brenda, look at Fruition Seeds too. They're awesome as well. Pine Tree. That's cool. Kale after the frost. Yeah. My kale all died after the frost, but I think it was because of the kind of kale it was. It was curly kale, and I don't think that's quite as frost tolerant as. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, so Abby, yeah, you can get them. You can get them online. I'll show you what it looks like because this is what it looks like. That's high mowing. They sell them here too. And yeah, you're right. Smith Family Ranch, New York. Everyone thinks you're, everyone thinks you are in the city. And I have been to the city, but okay. So I did, what did I just do, guys? Red cabbage. Red cabbage. Anybody have any questions, by the way? I know we're such a small channel, so you guys probably don't have like any like dying questions to ask. But if you do, feel free to ask them and I will answer them. Next, I said I would do Brussels sprouts. So ready drinks. That's awesome. So small farm in the big city. Where are you guys at that you're going to be direct sowing in just a couple weeks? That's really awesome. I'm kind of feeling like I just want to experiment with things. Like, do you guys ever feel like people like say, oh, you can't do that or you shouldn't do this? And you're just like, well, I want to do it anyways. Because I kind of want to do that. Red Russian kale and dwarf kale going. That's cool. I love all kale. Awesome. Yeah. So you got a couple of seed companies. Okay, Ashley. This sweater. I think I got distracted and forgot to finish my story about the sweater. So we went to what's it called? Goodwill. I always get the tip of the tongue phenomenon where whenever I try to think of anything, I forget what it's called. So this sweater is awesome. I've actually been wearing it to work and I feel really bad about that because I think it's a little too frumpy for work, but it's so comfy. I'm not taking it off. And yeah, right, Morgan? I totally agree. Just give it a shot, right? And you could, like, the thing is you could discover something really awesome. So if you fail, you're just one step closer to discovering something really, really cool. And I think it does help you learn. And I think intuitive learning is so much more powerful than reading something from a book. But Ashley, so I went to Goodwill and the sweater was in like their like nicer rack. And I just like looked at it and I was like, that's a little frumpy. But then I like read the tag and it says like, let me see if I can find the tag. Okay, so the tag says 100% wool, handmade in Ecuador. And there's a telephone number on it. I kind of want to call as an experiment. Not right now, but I kind of want to call the telephone number. And it's like so soft. And it makes me think that we should get alpacas and then we should shear them and use their wool to make cool things. But that sounds like a lot of work. And I don't think Chris would be down with that. But it does make me want to like support local alpaca farms and buy their stuff. So, because it's like amazingly comfortable. Like I haven't even been wearing a coat out in the yeah, I know, right? Get alpacas. Maybe that's like our post 9-to-5 job experiment. Yeah, Hannah supports it too. So with this sweater, guys, it's making me think things through with getting alpacas. But it is so warm. It is amazingly warm. And people I got a comment recently where someone was like, aren't your goats cold? You should put them inside a heated barn. And I was like, thank you for wishing us luck on planting our plants. But I hope you enjoy your dinner and thanks for coming. And I was like, actually, their wool is really, really cozy. So they stay really warm. Or their wool, their cashmere. And it made me, when I tried on the sweater, I was like, oh my gosh, it is really warm. They must be so cozy in their bodies. I wish we had like built-in cashmere. Okay, but I'm confused because isn't it called wool still? Or is this not alpaca? I don't know. I could call, but it has alpacas on it and it's made in Ecuador. So I kind of feel like it's alpaca wool, but maybe it's not called that. Chris knows I like alpacas. I like alpacas because they're kind of, to me, they kind of remind me of a cross between like a horse and a goat. And watching them run is really funny. The silkies. Okay, yeah, I'll have to look it up. I'm pretty sure this, I mean, it has alpacas on it. Can you see them? Wait, I can't even see them. Where are the alpacas? Oh, there are the alpacas. He's not anti-alpaca. Yeah, just anti-alpaca right now. Oh, the pony. Okay, so someone's asking about the pony. So he hit the bone above his eye. So it's kind of like if you think about our eyebrow, we have a bone there. But for horses, it protrudes even more. And he hit it on something. And it was really, really swollen. But it's going down. And Chris, how did it look today?
A lot better.
Yeah, it's pretty much gone now. So thanks for asking. I'm going to post an updated vlog at some point. I have so much footage that I haven't been able to edit because I've been doing things like this. And I'm also working on a fun like little project that's not YouTube related, but is homestead related. And I have some fun collaborators on that. That I'm excited to share with you, but it's probably going to take me a few months. So, okay, 10 Acre Woods. I love the 10 Acre Woods. 10 Acre Woods is an awesome channel. They're like a farm. They're like kind of like a farm sanctuary. Like they like have like a petting zoo and they like have a bunch of rescue farm animals, but they also like breed pygmy goats and they also like use the wool from their sheep and alpacas and stuff. So they're kind of like a mix of both, which I really like. They're not like all one side or all the other. They're kind of both. And he made this like amazing pond and he made a lighthouse for it. And it was all for the ducks. Morgan, you would like that. Yeah, they're awesome, Ed. I love that channel. I've been meaning to like comment more and engage more on their videos because I think they're so fun. And I've actually watched them for a long time before I even was on YouTube at all. And TJ is really cute. He loves Chris. I saw your comment on that video about how it was so sweet seeing him like snuggle up with Chris. He loves Chris. He's a huge snuggler. Hey, Sweet Pea Farm. Okay, I am planting Brussels sprouts right now. My little seeds are going in. We have another New Yorker on. Well, we have a few New Yorkers on, but okay. I have to remember which cell I'm in. So all these seeds look the exact same, which is why labeling is so important. Okay, cool. My cat is mad that he's locked away. So these are the Long Island Improved. And I'm kind of curious, like, was there a Long Island and then they made the Long Island Improved, or they just immediately went to Long Island Improved to try to make the name sound cooler? Traumensburg Nursery for edible plants like berries and trees. Edible Acres. I'll have to do that, Beth. Traumensburg. I love Traumensburg. Josh, yes, it's trending. It's so funny how animals trend. Like, quail was definitely trending. And you know what? I think silky chickens should trend because silkies lay basically the same size eggs as, it's like a miniature chicken egg. It's between a quail and a chicken egg. They lay so well. They're amazing, broody, and they're really cute, and they're way friendlier than quail. Not that quail are lame at all, but I do think silkies should trend. So I'm going to start that trend, guys, because they are great layers. They lay like pretty much every day. They're broody. They make great parents. That doesn't sound right. Great moms. They are just really great. I'll have to check out Edible Acres. Silkies are going to be trending, guys. It's a thing. You know what's going to be trending? What is trending right now is emus. The dangerous thing about emus trending is you know that people are going to get emus and then have them in their house, and then they're going to be like shelters and stuff are going to be overrun with these like giant emus. But it would be pretty cool to have an emu. So you have Sweet Pea Farm. So you have lambs getting ready to have babies. That's exciting. I'll have to visit. Oh, also, don't you have, remind me, do you have like a type of baby doll sheep or similar to baby doll sheep? And yes, Jake and White House on the Hill, totally. They're going to end up with so many people who end up getting emus and they don't know what to do with them. Also, there's somebody on Instagram that I follow. called Fat Hen Farms, and he has a YouTube channel too, and he's also hatching out emus and other exotic birds, and it's just like those birds are huge. They're huge. Okay, so and locally, and Ed, were you in New York again? I'm so confused. There's so many people who were in New York and then who were emu steak. Yeah, I guess there's gonna be a lot of emu steak on the menu at some point with all those people not knowing what to do with their emus. I'll take them. They'll live here. Okay, South Downs and Oxfords. What's the difference between those and baby dolls? Also, baby doll sheep are totally trendy. I don't even know why animals are trendy. That's so weird. Arizona now. Sorry, I can't help you with silkies in Arizona. I was going to say, if you want local silkies, we have plenty. We just put eggs in the incubator, and I checked yesterday, and they were all fertilized and developing. And it's the coolest thing in the world to see a chick develop in the egg. It's like you can see the veins, and then eventually you can see movement, and you can start to see the face. It's so cool. What other animal without medical equipment can you see the development as it's like getting ready to be born? Ostrich steak. That's interesting. Ostrich. What's the difference between an ostrich and an emu? I can't remember. Okay, so I did my broccoli, I did my red cabbage, and I did my Brussels sprouts. Now all I have left is, where's the cauliflower? It's a tiny little seed packet. Oh, there it is. I have cauliflower, the green, and the regular kale. So let's see, what should I do next? Oh, it's almost 8:30. Okay. Baby doll or smaller, larger breeds for my kid and show. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Well, I really like baby dolls, but thanks, Abby. Thanks for being an awesome moderator. But I'm thinking sheep would be really great for us at some point because of the grazing, and we really need grazers because we have a ton of lawn, and we're not all about, we just like mowing a lawn is not worth my time, or Chris's time, I should say. So much lawn. I'd rather have lots of gardens, but also have like animals that are getting feed from the lawn instead of just like having to mow it. How do you take care of your lawn or your grass, Morgan? You have a ton. Okay. Their poops are polite. Mowing is dumb. I agree. Orchard and vineyard mowing. That's really good to know because we're starting our orchard, and eventually I want to have a small vineyard as well. Okay, so I didn't finish this entire flat, mostly because I was distracted by all you lovely people. Plus, it takes me like 2 seconds if I'm not talking, so it's not a big deal. Did anyone have any last minute questions about starting seeds or this awesome potting bench or my sweater? You know, my sweater's cool too. A pull behind brush hog that you pull with your ATV. Okay, so those are two things we need, a brush hog and an ATV. Plus, we could use a tractor. Need is a strong word. Need is a very strong word. But we would really like to have those things so we would have more time to hang out and do cool things instead of mowing. You have a sectioned off area of your property and the sheep graze. Wow, that's the dream right there. There's a stick in here. That is not what I want. Okay, so our neighbor's awesome though, and he has a tractor and 45. He has a tractor and he lets us use it to brush hog the back. We have probably like 6 acres of pasture, and the horses don't really do great with keeping it down. It's just too much land for a horse and a half, as I like to say. So we could use some extra grazers, and eventually we want to have like a perimeter fence and be able to let the goats kind of free range the property and browse, and then we could have sheep that could graze. Okay, guys. Oh, I wanted to show you before I called it quits tonight. I want to show you our seed starting station. We had a video on this, so if you're curious, that's available. So this is it right here. And let me see if I can turn off this light. because I want to show you. Trying to convince goats. Yeah, Hannah, I don't think goats are going to be great lawnmowers for you. Oh, well, that didn't really help because now you just can't see anything. But I wanted to show you the artichoke that I have germinating. Look at that little guy. So, yeah, I'm glad you like the seed starting station. Yeah, there's a video about it if you guys want to see. And then I have microgreens growing, which you can kind of see. But my cat laid on them and squished them, so they're not thriving anymore. I'm going to have to eat them quickly. Yeah, so that's our seed starting station. That's our potting bench. I'll show you guys one more time because it's just my favorite thing. My favorite thing of the week. My favorite thing of the month. And this was supposed to be a formal dining room. So I obviously don't need a formal dining room. So thank you guys for joining. I'm sorry it took a couple minutes to get on here, but it seemed like everything went pretty smoothly after that. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. And it was so nice getting to know you guys better. And thank you to my amazing moderators. The Whitney Homestead doesn't have a video up yet, but they will. Go ahead over there and get a chance to subscribe so that you can see their videos when they first post them. They're in Maine on about 2 acres. And Abby at Forgotten Way Farms, they post amazing recipes and homesteading life, and they're in Idaho. And then Josh at the City Said also has a wonderful channel and posts a lot about like urban homesteading and suburban homesteading. So anyways, thank you, Jonna. I appreciate that. Good night, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, wherever you are.